What about the critics who talk about this war chest that you're building? The war chest, don't you like the way that it's being used as it relates to out-of-state money and the fact that you're going to D.C. and New York and all these places raising money for this big fight ahead, and it's not Wisconsin money. It's all this national donor money, if you will. What's the response to that?
Yeah, a couple of interesting things. One, right off the bat, the easiest response is I wouldn't need a penny of it if these out-of-state special interests hadn't pushed the recall in the first place. If the bodies and money hadn't come in from the national unions, I wouldn't be facing this recall, and I'd be sitting here talking about governing, not about facing a recall election. I wouldn't have to raise a penny of that. Secondly, it's interesting for all that hype out there. More than 3/4 of the donations in my last report, 76.5% to be exact, came from people who gave me $50 or less. So whether it's from right here in Wisconsin or it's $10, $15, $20 from somebody somewhere else, it is very much a grassroots movement. And I think it's a reflection that no matter what the level, that people understand what's at stake and they understand what's really our opposition. And it's not a name on a ballot, it's all this out-of-state money and the bodies that they'll be shipping to try and take us on. And I'm honored that people want to help us out. And overwhelmingly, a lot of the folks who have sent us resources from outside of Wisconsin are people who don't have any interest. There's no business they have before the state of Wisconsin. There's nothing that they have directly to do. They're just people who've seen the attacks that we've faced, who've seen the good that we've tried to do for our state, and who believe in that and want to help us counter the attacks.